Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a holiday makeup look. I know you're gonna like it because I'm going to focus this look in something more neutral that you can use whether you wanna use it on Christmas, New Year, or Thanksgiving, any type of holiday celebration that you wanna do or you wanna go. You can use this look. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, for this look, I'm going to be using some products that I bought during the year that I haven't tried. Actually, my bad, I'm guilty for this because I buy makeup constantly and I have a lot of makeup that I still haven't tried. So I just put together some stuff that I want to use today for this video. And one of the things that I want to try really for this look is this beautiful palette by Glamlite. They created for their anniversary a 4 palette theme, and all of the palettes came in this beautiful package simulating like a liquor bottle, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is super genius. So I'm gonna be using that for my eyes, and you guys are gonna see all the products through the process, but I really want to start with the eyes first. And let me open this up. You open the package actually like you were opening a liquor bottle. It's the same thing, so it's super genius. You open it like this. This is so cool. And then you have inside the beautiful package. This one is called Chocolate Martini. And this is more of a neutral color theme. You guys are gonna see it now. But it has some colors that if you wanna apply some color to the eye look, you can do so, but I really want to play with the goldens and the browns, so I'm going to focus on that because I really want to do like a golden type of eyeshadow look today. So let me prep my eyes, and to prep my eyes I actually want to play with this primer by Alamar Cosmetics. This is the Primero Primer Eye Primer, and this is a very tacky type of product that is beautiful when you want to use a lot of shimmers and stuff like that, because it's going to hold those shimmers very nicely in your eyes. So I'm going to apply that first, and I like to use my fingers because it's a very tacky product and you want to make sure that you cover the whole eyelid with it, and it's very blended. So sometimes using the finger is better. You can see it there, like it's kind of bluish. So this is amazing for glitters or very sparkly eyeshadow. It's going to hold that sparkle very nicely. So I'm going to start with this color over here called Dark Chocolate. I know I already did for the channel not too long ago a halo eye, but I'm obsessed with halo eyes lately. And I want to do something similar to a halo eyes, but I want to keep it more into the cat eye type of situation. So I want to start with the Dark Chocolate, and I'm going to apply that shadow in the inner and outer part of the eye, and I'm going to just apply like this, but I'm going to go straight, keep it like in that cat eye shape. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm actually super excited about this Christmas because I'm going to be traveling with my husband to my sister's house in Texas. And I have never been in Texas, so I'm super excited to know a new place and also go to my sister's and have a family type of Christmas. It's been long since the last time we actually spent Christmas together. So I'm super, super excited. And I'm gonna do that shape like this, and I'm gonna get a smaller brush to apply the inner part. And I want to use kind of a flat brush because I don't want the inner part to be round either. So I want to keep it into the cat eye situation like I told you before. So for that, I used a flat brush. Okay, perfect. What I want to do now is actually blend a little bit of another color on the top. So I'm gonna use a smaller blending brush, like a small but actually not too soft blending brush, and I'm gonna get this brown here called Bittersweet. It's like a light chocolate brown, and I want to use that brown just to basically blend the previous shade and keep working the color up. Perfect. Something like that. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Glamlite's eyeshadows are actually pretty good. They have a great pigmentation, and I really love all the themes that they always come up with. Like last year, they prepare beautiful Christmas boxes with Christmas theme products, and it's very inexpensive. Like the boxes were like $50, and you got like eyeshadows, highlighters, lip products. They were amazing. Hopefully this year, because I'm doing this video in the last weeks of November. So basically, by the time you guys see this video, probably Glamlite already came out with something. So check them out, guys, and always try new products whenever you can. And these affordable brands sometimes come up with amazing pigmentation that we should like give them a chance and see their products, like try their products. I'm going to be using with my fingers this beautiful golden shade here that is calling my name. This is called Rich, and I'm gonna use it with my fingers because these shimmers, look at this, wow. These shimmers sometimes work better when you apply them with your finger. And I'm gonna use that shade in the center of the eye. We're gonna be applying other shades to the inner corner, but I really wanted to apply that one first. And it's looking amazing. Beautiful. Wow. I'm gonna get Bittersweet again with the brush that I was using before here in the middle. And I wanna apply that one in the center to keep the halo eye situation that we want to create. Very beautiful. I'm gonna use a brush that I was using before with dark chocolate, and with no product in it, I'm just going to blend the two ends here just to make sure that the shimmer and the other shades are actually well blended. It's beautiful. That golden shade is actually beautiful. I love how it looks. But I kind of want to do something else. With a fluffy, like small fluffy brush, I want to take a little bit of Cheers, which is another shimmer. But I want to take it with the fluffy brush because I want to place it here in the top. Because I think it's missing like a transition color between the two brown shades. And this one is more of a dark golden, which can help me do the transition in between. Yes, love it. Perfect. Now I'm happy. Just going over with the golden, just a tiny bit more in the center. And I'm gonna leave the eyes for now like this because I wanna start the skin and I wanna make sure that I finish the eyes when I finish the skin. Let me clean up a little bit the under eye and refine here the outer corners. Perfect. To prep my skin, I'm going to revisit this primer here by one size. This is the Secure the Blur primer. This primer is actually pretty nice in the sense that it's very hydrating. I don't feel like it's too blurring. Like I don't see the blurring effect too strong, but it is a very nice hydrating type of primer. And for foundation, I want to try, this is the first time I'm going to be trying this foundation. This foundation actually went viral because Tati was the one responsible to make it viral. When she returned to her channel, she started talking about this foundation so much that actually it went out of stock for a couple of months or weeks. And then when I had the opportunity to buy it, I bought it, but never tried it. So I'm here trying it with you guys. So you're gonna see my reaction here with the foundation. Everybody loves this foundation and talk about this foundation being a very nice, or being a foundation from the drugstore. I went super bad color matching, but let's see. My color matching job was poor, but it feels nice and it's looking very nice actually. Very lightweight, easy to blend. It looks like it's gonna be a matte foundation more than a natural finish foundation, like a fresh finish foundation. I feel like it's more into the matte side. I'm not loving it much, if I tell you the truth. It says hydrating foundation, but it doesn't feel that hydrating. It feels very matte. Maybe because of the primer, probably. But the color is super off. super off, but we're gonna be bronzing and doing all that jazz, so don't worry about that. I'm going to apply now concealer. I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I want to keep this inner part a little bit more highlighted. I'm going to focus the lightest shade here. And then with the other one, I'm going to conceal regularly. This concealer is actually pretty nice too because it has a great consistency, a great finish, and also it conceals very nicely. If you have very deep or dark under eyes, you're gonna love this concealer. And we're working it out. I'm really not into it's weird because it has hyaluronic acid. Also, it says hydrating foundation, but I really feel like this is more matte than hydrating. To set my under eyes, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. powder that I always talk about. I actually broke the whole thing. I hit pan on it because I love it and I really enjoy how good it really is. And I'm going to apply that only my under eyes because I want to play with another powder for the rest of the face. But my under eyes, I really want them to be matte. Let me apply in the center of the face. I'm going to be doing powder, bronzing, and everything, so that's why I'm powdering now. And I really want to play with this powder by Huda. This is the Glowish by Huda Beauty, and this is supposed to be a luminous pressed powder. The shade I chose is medium. Maybe this can help with the foundation being so light. So I'm going to use this on the rest of the face and see how it looks. We can bring some color back to the face. I know this is supposed to be a powder foundation, but when you want to set your foundation for longer wear, I would suggest if you use a foundation that doesn't have much coverage, or you want to make sure the coverage, like the foundation is pretty set and the coverage stays, I always suggest that you go and set your foundation. Instead of loose powder, do a powder foundation. With a brush will be better because then you're not applying a lot of product. And this can actually help emphasize or with the long wear of the foundation. I really like this powder. I thought it would be more luminous, but it's pretty nice. With the foundation, it's looking pretty good and actually helped me bring back the color of my face. So I'm not looking too pale with the foundation, but actually I really like it. I have to use it by itself on another occasion to see how the coverage would be if I use it as a foundation itself. But I really like it as of now. So let's see. For contouring, I'm going to be playing with these palettes that ColourPop came out with not too long ago. And this is the Such a Rush Cheek palette. And this top shade here is a bronzer. So I'm going to be using that. It's a little bit orange or too orange for my liking, but when I have something like this, when you have a bronzer, for example, you bought a bronzer and you thought it would be a little bit more into the cool side and end up being very warm, what I do is I use it a little bit more into the top of the cheek instead of really going into contouring with the bronzer. So it kind of melts or meets with the blush, and it's going to give you that bronze look and everything. So it's going to be looking more nice. Actually, I love that technique better. And that's what I'm gonna do with this one. And let's see how it is. And using this small brush will help me don't spread it to the whole face. So just keep it in the place where I wanna place it. And actually it doesn't look bad. I thought it would be too orange, but it doesn't look too bad. And these palettes are actually pretty nice. They have different colors. This is not the only color. You can actually find one that is more into the cooler side. This was the one I chose, but I think they have 4 or 5 shades, and they range between warm and cool tones. And this palette, what I was saying is these kind of palettes that have cheek products, and they have different cheek products, are actually very useful whenever you want to travel, because you have everything in one palette, so you don't have to worry about have to get a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. So you have everything here, and it's super small that it fits your makeup bag very nicely. So I really love that idea from ColourPop, and the fact that they created different shades for everyone. So this is awesome. And this bronzer, I was actually judging the color too soon, because it's actually looking pretty nice, and it's giving me the bronzy look that I was looking for. I really love it. Really nice. For blush, I'm going to be trying the new blushes by Huda. This is the Glowish by Huda Cheeky Vegan Blush, and this is the Caring Coral. The shade is Caring Coral. It's the same packaging of the powder that I just used and the bronzers that they actually create this year too, that I love those bronzers. I really enjoy how they look and how easy they are to work with. So I'm going to be applying this on the top of the cheeks. Let's see how it looks. This is the first time also trying this one. Wow, they're super pigmented. But they look beautiful. Wow, love it. With the brush that I was using with the foundation powder, with no powder or anything, whatever is left in the brush, I'm going on top of it because I think it was too much, and I really love it. Love it. Wow, very nice shade. It's the type of shades I love in blushes. Very nice. For highlighted, I'm going to use this Laura Lee's palette. These are not new at all. I think she created this, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. And I bought this actually this year. It was at the beginning of the year. She created these mystery boxes that were awesome actually. She included this palette. She has 2 of these palettes. This one is the glazed, and she has another one that I think is called Hot Something. And these are all highlighter palette. This is more of a shimmery type of blush situation more than a highlighter, and I really wanted to play with it. I think that she still has it online. She still sells them. These were supposed to be, I think, a limited edition product, but I think she kept it and kept selling them. So let's see how they look. It has amazing reviews, so I really want to play with it. And the shade I'm using, actually, let me show you guys. I'm gonna be using these 2 here. Let's see. Wow. Really nice, really beautiful. Wow. It's very shiny. Wow, pretty, very pretty. I want to use the lightest one called Diamonds just here, just to emphasize a little bit more in here. So I always like to do that, to emphasize the highlighter here. Cute, beautiful. I'm gonna use a blush brush and kind of mix all of the products that I have on the cheek together. Make sure that there is no harsh lines. Beautiful. I love this highlighter. Great, let me finish the eyes. Let's do our brows first because that's gonna be easy and fast. And I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP pencil. This pencil is one of my favorite. It's not new into the market. It has a million years already in the market. But it's one of my favorite products for the brows. And since we're not using anything new, let's use our favorites, right? I wanted to include some products that are not new into the makeup world, and probably you have those products, and maybe this video can help you like play with them and remember them and maybe use them if you want to recreate this look. So this is something nice to do. Sometimes we buy a lot of stuff and then forget about them because makeup is always the makeup world is always releasing new stuff, and it's impossible to keep up, and it's impossible for you to use everything sometimes. Perfect. Now that our brows are ready, let's finish the eyes, and I'm going to go back to the flat brush and this shade, the dark chocolate shade, and I'm going to apply that in the inner bottom part and the outer. Again, to keep the shade that we were working on before. Perfect. So now that we did that, I'm going to apply with another brush, also flat brush, the rich shade, which is the golden that we apply in the middle. I'm going to apply here also, just to keep the same situation like in the top, also in the bottom. And with this small brush that I was using before, like the fluffy brush, I'm gonna get the bittersweet shade, and I'm going to basically smoke out the entire bottom part. Also going a little bit to the top. This shade is beautiful. It's a brown, like a light brown shade. Perfect to smoke out like that dark brown that we just applied. Love it. Love, love, love everything. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to be doing my lashes, and for my lashes I'm going to use this new mascara by ColourPop. This is the Level Up mascara, supposed to be a lengthening mascara. Let's see how it works. This is from the At Natural mascaras that they released this year also. Let's see. I love the brush, it's very nice. Let's see the product itself. It's pretty lengthening, but it's not like, oh my god, how long my lashes are. No, but it does look longer, like my lashes look longer. But again, nothing too amazing. I love the brush, like the wand, the mascara wand is very nice. Especially for these bottom lashes, a very nice wand. ColourPop needs to make their mascaras waterproof because I really love the original formula they had, but that one is not waterproof, and I used to use it a lot because even though it wasn't waterproof, it doesn't move easily if you sweat or something. If you cry, it will, because that was the mascara I used when my husband asked me for marriage, and I remember I cried so much that my whole makeup was gone. And that mascara specifically, I was looking like those telenovelas with the mascara, like the black crying going on, you know. I was looking like that, but I really like this mascara. I'm going to be using some false lashes for this look anyway, but I really like the mascara. It's very nice mascara. And for this look, I'm gonna be using these lashes by Huda Beauty. These are on the style called Claudia. Not sure how I'm gonna like them because they look a little weird. I'm not the type of, you know, these too big and weird lashes. I'm more into the wispy and natural looking lashes. So let's see how these ones actually will look. And I like to go into the hairs like this and kind of separate them when I see like they are two together. And always I play with the lash band, so it's pretty round. I remember Huda Beauty started with lashes, and her lashes were so viral at the moment because of this, because everybody would do something like this and then have the lashes on, and she went super viral with this packaging. I'm just checking that they're long enough. Yeah, I think I don't have to cut them. Let me apply the glue. Perfect. They were actually nice to put on. I was just retouching because I love to apply a little bit of liquid liner in between if I see any skin or anything like that, so they don't look too fake. They actually look pretty nice. I thought they would be more, you know, dramatic, but I really like them. I really love how they look. And lastly, I'm going to be applying my lips. And for lips, I'm going to be using this pair here. This is the Perfect Precision Lip Liner by LA Girl. And the shade I have here is Sugar Spice. And these are the new Milani's matte formula for lips. Milani's lipsticks are actually pretty nice. And this is in the shade Pleasure. This is going to be more into the very nude type of shade, and I wanted to apply something that is going to be a little bit more into the brown as a lip liner. So let's start. I actually thought it would be a little bit darker, but it's pretty nice. It's almost the same color as my lips, which I actually enjoy. It's a very creamy formula. It's very matte. It's creamy but matte, which is nice. And I'm trying to fill in a little bit with this shade. And let's do the lipstick. I really love the lip combo, but I think it's too pink for the eye look. So I'm going to add another lip liner, and this one is from Beauty Creations. This was the collaboration with Luis Torres, which I have a video here. If you want to watch that video, it's going to be linked here. The video is in Spanish, but it's a pretty nice collaboration. It's a very nice product that he created with Beauty Creation, and this is more of a brown type of lip liner. So I'm going to like neutralize a little bit that pink tone on the lips. Perfect. Now I like it better because it has a little bit of that brown shade but still nude, and I love like the matte finish of these lipsticks are pretty good. And since we have a lot of highlight going on, we have a lot of glow already into the look, I think having a matte lip can also be very nice because it doesn't draw the attentions from the eyes. It actually keep the eyes pretty being the center of the whole look. And this is it, guys. This is the final look. As you can see, it's a very classic type of look that you can use whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, or even if you want to use other colors and do something like this for New Year's Eve, you can do so. Playing with this eyeshadow was very nice. I love the color story. I think it did great for this look. I love the golden shade, the brown, and everything. And I think this is also a look that you can wear for any event too, because it's pretty classic. It's nothing too Christmassy. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a great holiday, that you enjoy with your family, everything that you have planned, and that you have a happy holiday time. I really hope that you love this look. If you did, just give me thumbs up, share this video with your friends. Make sure that you're part of this channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and I see you on the next one. Bye bye. Yo.